Hi beauties, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about my July beauty favorites, and I'm also going to talk about some potential future beauty favorites. So if you'd like to find out more, then just keep watching. I'm trying to keep my energy up because it is hot. It is really hot outside, and therefore it is just a little bit hot in here. Just a little bit. So if I look hot during this video, it's because I am hot. I'm messing with my hair because I have tried like 3 times to style my hair today, and we're just not having the best hair day, probably because it's hot outside. So in the intro, I mentioned future beauty favorites. I have a few items that I was sent in PR that I want to unbox here today. Hopefully they will be future beauty favorites. I didn't want to film a separate video, and I didn't want to wait on a haul to add them to that video. So I just decided to talk about them at the end of today's favorites video. So let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, the first thing I want to talk about, I have talked about this before, like maybe last year. So I think I am learning that I like this product when it's hot outside. It has been a lifesaver this month. This is the Fresh Vitamin Nectar Antioxidant Glow Water Skin Nutrition Face Mist with a vitamin fruit complex. And you get 3.3 fluid ounces. This is how I like to use this. If I go outside and it's really hot outside and I come back in, I will mist my face when I come back in. It has been hot in July. I even turned to my daughter if she's been out with me, and I'm like, you want some? And I'm misting her face. So let me show you guys the mist on this. Do you see that? It is so refreshing. It is just the most fine, beautiful mist. And it smells like baby aspirin. I don't love the fragrance because it reminds me of baby aspirin, but it's like a citrus smell, but it smells just like baby aspirin. But this is really, really cooling and refreshing, and that's how I like to use it. I've talked about this in a couple of previous favorites videos. I just want to mention it one more time, and it is now half empty. This is the Good Molecules Overnight Exfoliating Treatment, and I have just really, really loved this product. I put this on at night, and when I wake up, I have smoother skin. If I'm having little breakouts, a little rash, or any little bumps, this does help to minimize or reduce or eliminate those little breakouts and bumps. And it is affordable. It's by Good Molecules, and you can purchase this at Beautylish. Another skincare product that I want to mention is a part of my previous gratis that I received in gratis, like one of the last little bit of gratis that I received. This is a Glow Recipe Avocado Melt Retinol Sleeping Face Mask, and this is like a sample size, I guess, that I got in gratis, and this is how much I've used of it, and I've been using it a while now, and I keep forgetting to mention it to you guys, so finally remembering. And it says on Sephora's website that this is a potent yet gentle treatment formulated with avocado, encapsulated retinol, and PHA to help nourish and calm skin and control blemishes. It's for dry to normal skin. I do have combo skin. I have a few areas like under my eye that can be dry. I'm going to take a little bit out here. It's like a light green. When I apply this at night, it just melts into the skin, and it feels so silky when I apply it to my skin, and I just feel very hydrated in the morning when I wake up. It just feels amazing, and this is something I think that I would like to purchase. I didn't purchase this one, it was gratis, but when I empty it, I'd like to purchase it. Now, I do think like this opening could be a little bigger, because I think as I begin to get to the end, I'm gonna have to dig around, but I'm hoping that the larger jar, when I purchase it, will be a little bit better. I've talked about this in several videos, and I was unsure whether I wanted to talk about it again, but this is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen SPF 40, and it doubles as a primer. And after I purchased it, I kind of realized that I really liked it as a primer. I don't have it on today, and it's really good at gripping. So it grips your foundation to your skin. Okay, it's a gripping primer, and as you see here, it disappears and it blurs, it smooths, it does everything a blurring primer does, but in addition to that, it has sunscreen and it grips and it is clear, so therefore it's not white on your skin, you could wear this by itself. When I wear this alone underneath my foundation looks immaculate, and it is long lasting, and it doesn't get oily. This is good stuff. That's it for skincare. Let's start talking about some makeup products. So another primer that I want to talk about is this Vitamin Enriched Face Base by Bobbi Brown. It is what I'm wearing today, and typically it does a really good job of keeping my oils at bay, but I'm asking a lot of any of my makeup today because it is so hot in this room. That candle and that little heat lamp is not helping. It looks like this, and it is almost empty now. You can start seeing the bottom. It almost has a little bit of a lemon fragrance. It's a pale yellow color, and that's what it looks like. It is just a really great primer, and it is good for normal, combo, and oily skin. But because it kind of mimics a moisturizer, people think that it is good for dry skin. It has been a really good primer for me over the years, and I went back to it this month because of the extreme heat. I've been using it along with the Supergoop primer to help to beat the summer heat and to keep my makeup on, and I just wanted to tell you guys about it again. This is really good. It is pricey, but it lasts forever. Another primer that I have been using is this one by The Ordinary. It's the High Adherence Silicone Primer, and I purchased another one at the same time, and I started out using that one a lot, but that one is a little bit better for normal and dry skin. But this one is a high adherence primer, and this is affordable, so this really has some grip to it as well. So I have been using this a lot during the month of July. So those are the three primers that I've been using. I've been really selective and trying to use primers that help my makeup to grip to my skin because it has been in the 90s here in North Carolina. It's been super hot, and I've been outside more. So this is another product that I have been using a lot in the month of July, and I have been loving it. I saw in a recent video that I talked about the ESTÉE Lauder Double Wear, and I wore it in a couple of videos, the mask video as well as my giveaway video for July. I was wearing this, and I have fallen in love with this all over again. It's the foundation I'm wearing today in conjunction with another foundation. I mixed two of them together, and I'll explain why I mixed them in a moment. But this foundation is probably the best foundation that I have in my collection for summer makeup. I have tried a lot of different ones. I have a lot of different foundations that are long wearing, but I have had the best success with this one as far as keeping it on my face. This one holds up the best to the heat as well as to the face mask, and I've tried different ones. I think I'm getting down to the end, and I need to re-up on it, and it is certainly one that I will always keep in my collection. But what I love about it is the long wearing, the longevity of the foundation. I also like how my skin looks when I have this on. It always looks great, and it never fails me. So it is one of the best foundations that I have in my collection. It is an OG foundation, but it is so good. It does not come with the pump. I had to purchase the pump. I tried to clean it, wasn't working. The other foundation that I'm wearing today is this LANCôME, and I cannot ever pronounce any of that. Something Ultra Wear from LANCôME. This one has SPF 15 in it, and this is a shade that I don't even want to mention because it is not the right shade. It's like it's got a 425 on here and a W, I don't know. I picked it out and still picked the wrong shade. I purchased it online at first, picked the wrong shade, took it back, thought I'd gotten a better shade, still the wrong shade. So I have to always mix it in order to use this one. I have to mix it with a darker foundation. So the Double Wear works for me by itself, but in order for me to use this one, I mix it with Double Wear or mix it with something else dark. That's the only reason that I mixed it, is I have to use this up. I didn't want to take it back to the store yet again. But this is also another good long wearing foundation that grips to the skin and is really good during the heat and the summer months. It is a full coverage foundation that really works if you are looking for longevity in your foundation. When I empty this, I may go back one more time and try to see if I can get the correct shade match. Whenever I wear this one along with something else, it adds to the longevity of that foundation. So if I mix it with foundations that are not as long wearing, it makes those last a little bit longer. And it does have a lovely pump. So this foundation by LANCôME is also a really good foundation for the summer months. All right, concealers. So a couple of concealers I want to talk about. This one I've talked about so many times and I'm quite shocked I'm still talking about it. This is the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Concealer. I want to think that this shade, I never can read it because it's so tiny, but I think it might be 7.5, but don't quote me on that. The reason I love this concealer is it's very natural looking and lightweight. The one thing that frustrates me about it is it doesn't cover my dark circles by itself. I usually mix it with another concealer or I will use a color corrector with it. But I can always count on this concealer to hold up throughout the day and look natural throughout the day and not cake on me. So even though it doesn't give me as much full coverage as some other concealers do, I will continue to buy this. I will also mix this with concealers that are a little bit more drying, and it will make those concealers look more natural on a particular day. I love it. Even though that one thing isn't perfect about it, I love it. The doe foot is very comfortable and it just always looks so good and just soft under the eye. So I wanted to mention it again because I continue to use it over and over again. It's just one that I even carry with me back and forth between here, my home, and my work home. That's how much I love it. I want to carry it back and forth. The other concealer that I have been using a lot is the DIOR Forever Skin Correct. This concealer has a huge doe foot applicator and it has a very thick emollient formula. This one is the shade 3WP, like 3 Warm Peach is the shade that I got, and it looks like this, but this one has a more peach color and it sort of reminds me a little bit of my Shape Tape, except it might be a little bit brighter, and it is the one that I'm wearing today. At first when I tried this, I thought it creased a little bit, but then I realized that it likes the Beauty Blender. So when I apply the DIOR concealer, I always apply it with the Beauty Blender, and that really helps to blend it out very smoothly, and it reduces the chances that it might crease or settle into my fine lines. This is a very thick concealer and you really don't have to use very much of it, just a few dots to get full coverage under the eye. And I just love how my under eyes look when using this one. So it is really, really good. It's a unique concealer to me though. It has more of a tacky consistency. It kind of reminds me of the Bye Bye Under Eyes by IT Cosmetics, except that one is even more emollient, more tacky. But just so you guys know, it's not completely matte feeling. It feels a little different as far as the consistency, but you do get quite a bit. I don't know how much is in here, but it's a larger size than your average concealer, and I have really been enjoying this and wanted to tell you guys about it one more time. I know I have so much to cover, that's why I'm trying to go really fast. Powder. You all saw me demo this powder in that video where I talked about my giveaway. It was like a try-on haul was the type of video it was. And this was the NIKKIA Joy powder. You don't get a full ounce. It's only 0.7 ounces, but I'm already ready to purchase it again. I'm already saying, should I go ahead and order another one? Because it takes you like a month to receive this from Australia. But this is such a beautiful face powder. It's kind of a creamy color and it smells like cake batter or something. It smells so good. It really does smell like cake. Like, I'm gonna put a little bit on here. And normally, like I said, I wouldn't really have to be touching up, but it's so hot today and so hot in my house right now that I am having to touch up a little bit. But it's a really creamy color and it has been doing such a good job at keeping the oils down during the summer. It is very finely milled and I'm really impressed. And it takes a lot to impress me with a powder. So if you're looking for something that does help with oily skin and that smells like cake batter, then check out this one by NIKKIA Joy Cosmetics. A couple of face palette type of products that I want to mention. One is an oldie but goodie, and I'm going to show you my oldie but goodie, and then I also have one on standby that I haven't opened yet. I went back to this recently and I love this. This is one of the very few face products that I have ever hit pan on. So that tells you how much I use this. I mean, with all the makeup I have in my collection, I hit pan on a face product. So this is the IT Cosmetics Confidence in Your Glow palette. This one is Instant Warm Glow. It is the darkest one, and do not laugh when I open this. This is what mine looks like now. It used to be bronzer, blush, and highlighter. But now it's kind of all one thing. And I've hit pan over here on the bronzer. Every time I try to swatch this, I can never quite get it to show up as deep on my skin as it looks on my face. But the two together, like the bronzer that doesn't look deep here, but it is definitely deep enough for me. I'm not wearing it today, but it's certainly just a beautiful, beautiful bronzer on me. And then this blush, and then the highlighter is kind of like a very subtle highlighter, and you can mix these all together and apply it the way you would bronzer, and it kind of just gives you a glow, or you can do them separate. But I love this. The powder is super soft. I'm going to show you what a new one looks like just so you can see how it looks when it's in great condition. So isn't that lovely? So pretty. It comes in 3 different shades. I have the deepest one, and it works beautifully on my skin. There's a bronzer by Maybelline, the 300 bronzer. You guys know which one I'm talking about. And it looks lighter in the pan than it actually shows up on my skin. This is another one of those products. Even though I tried to swatch it here, it just doesn't do it justice. It shows up really well on my complexion, and I love this. This is the Diamond and Blush palette by Natasha Denona. I think I may have spoken about it in a previous favorites, but I wanted to mention it again. It does have cream products up here. There's a little flap that covers it, and then the powder products down here. I used this in the Stalvana video that I just recently filmed. Up until now, I've been using it, and I've been putting the cream products on before powder, then following with the powder products. But that day I decided to put it on top of powder, and I was absolutely blown away by how intense it made the cream products look. The cream blush just blended into my cheek. It just looked like a natural flushed cheek. And then the cream highlighter looked better than I've ever seen the cream highlighter look. That's how amazing these looked on top of powder. So I wanted to come back and just let you guys know. And I think it is still on sale at Sephora. So I'm thinking maybe it's going to be discontinued. They're like half off. They're $44 there, and they're typically $89. So I would say jump on it. Jump on it. Her face palettes are so good. The last face palette I want to mention is this one by Tom Ford. And it is high-end, and it is expansive. This is the shade and Illuminate palette in Intensity 2. I did a dedicated video to this, and it's already looking a little bit grimy because anything that you put here to use this highlighter, it's just going to make it a little bit dingy because this was white. I am wearing this today along with some other products though, but I did put it on today, and this is just such a creamy, easy to use cream contour shading product. And this cream highlighter is so beautiful. It looks great by itself, and I did wear it today, but I did top it with a powder highlighter, but it just really adds a little something. My powder highlighter is more intense on top of this. Both of these products are beautiful on more textured skin. They just melt into the skin. So if you have a lot of texture and you don't like how powder highlighter looks on your face, try using something like this. That is a cream. It gives you that natural sheen on the high points of your face if that's where you apply it. So it can be worn by itself, but I do like my powder highlights too. It is such a lovely product to have. The packaging is amazing. It's beautiful, and it is so easy to use. So if you like cream products, this is a great one. This is turning out to be so many favorites. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be the longest video ever. Another cream product that I tried out in a recent video is this Tower 28 bronzer. There are only 2 shades. This is a very warm, intense bronzer. I was able to apply this before and after powder. I just wanted to see if I could, and it did work on top of powder, and I also have this on today. So I put on the shade and Illuminate, and I also applied this, and in the end I also used another bronzer. I used my butter bronzer because I just needed a little bit more darkness after I put everything on, so I just grabbed a powder bronzer. This really warms up the skin nicely, and I did apply it, I think it was in that same video where I did the haul, and this is so gorgeous, and it is only $20. It is affordable by Sephora standards, so you may want to check it out. They do have some blushes too that are cream, so that might be on my list to buy. I think it is safe to say that this is everybody's favorite. This is the Airbrush Bronzer shade number 3 Tan by Charlotte Tilbury. It is a refillable pan, although I hope I don't need to refill it. The packaging is gorgeous. This is such a beautiful airbrushed bronzer. Like, I just love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. It is such a beautiful natural color on me. I have been using this daily in the month of July. Need I say more? It's worth it. It is more expensive than your average bronzer, but I think you get like twice as much product. Like, people talk about the price of this. It's like $50 something, but you get 0.56 ounces. A lot of the other bronzers that I own with a smaller pan is like half the bronzer. So if this is more, it should be more. This should come as no surprise, because when I filmed the video on this, you guys should have been able to tell that I was in love. This is probably, I think now, my favorite Natasha Denona palette of the ones that I have. The Sunset is also beautiful, mainly because I love that red shade that's in the Sunset palette. But this one just has so many beautiful everyday colors, and they are just so gorgeous. Like, oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. These are such beautiful like shimmers. Ever since I filmed that video, I have been wearing this palette out. I love it. Even though these shades look so similar, you can do so much with this palette. You can just put one shimmer all over your lid. You can use the mattes by themselves, or you can use them together. You can put multiple shades on, which I do a lot. It's just so much you can do with it, and it is stunning on the eye. If there were ever a time you wanted to try Natasha Denona and you're just like, I don't know, should I not? If you are a person who likes warm eyeshadows like me, you will get a lot of use out of this palette. I mean, you really will. It's just such a beautiful palette for every day, and it helps you create wearable makeup looks. So this is good, and I'm so happy I got it. In a lot of my recent videos, I have been wearing this Fenty Beauty, Girl Next Door, and Chic Freak. I hardly ever used this highlighter for some reason. I think I just fell in love with the Hustler Baby Mean Money, and I just wore that the most whenever I was thinking about Fenty. I decided to grab this for some reason one day, and I've used it many times ever since, and I'm wearing it today, and it has the most stunning beaming highlighter. It is such a stunning highlighter, and it's something about it that it just goes pow. It's just in your face. So like, this pinker shade looks a little more rose gold, and this side looks a little more white, but look at that. So it has that white appearance, and you would think, oh, maybe not for me, but I'll use them both, and I'll like pop this white one on top, and it just makes the highlighter go pow. I used it in like 2 or 3 videos this month. I just kept grabbing this same highlighter. It's a kilowatt highlighter. If you don't love this shade, I'm sure there's a shade for you, but these are very stunning highlighters. The lip I'm wearing today is this one by LANCôME, and it is such a beautiful creamy pink, and oh, I am so glad I purchased this, and the tube is amazing, and the shape of the lipstick is just creamy and gorgeous on the lips. Love this. I have on gloss too, of course. Lip product that I want to mention that I've been wearing is this Watermelon Burst Hydrating Lip Oil. I've been using this one, and I have one that I almost have emptied that's in my purse, and I've been wearing this a lot underneath my face mask just so that I'd have on a clear gloss and less transfer onto my face mask. I've been wearing this, and I've been wearing that DIOR plumping gloss that I like that's also clear. At first I was using a lot of my Fenty products, but they do have a little bit of color, so I kind of switched over to these more clear glosses and oils, and they feel so great on the lips. This is just the best lip oil ever. It is so good, and it's not that expensive, and it is by Ciate. A couple of things. I have some body products as well as a fragrance to talk about, and then I'm going to talk about my PR products. So I talked to you guys about this Jergens Natural Glow, and this one is Daily Moisturizer, medium to tan skin tones, and I emptied this one and I re-upped on it, but I picked up this one that is firming because the day that I bought this, that was the one that was in the store, but they still make the one that's just a daily moisturizer that isn't firming, but I do need that firmness. I do need it. It's a self-tanner that gradually tans your skin. And the reason that it takes me so long to go through this is I only use it one time of year. And it is when we are leaving spring and going into summer. That's when I will use this. And I like to use it on my legs because I never wear my legs out. I rarely wear my legs out. And it just looks like lotion. And I wanted to show you guys, it just looks like a lotion. And it's just white. When it goes on, you'll notice your skin getting darker after about 2 weeks. It will reduce the appearance of your cellulite in as little as 7 days. And I really haven't noticed that part because once I gradually self-tan and I get my skin to the color I'm looking for, I don't really keep using this. I just use it to get my legs to look darker by the time I start wearing my legs out, because otherwise I look like I have really light legs and really dark arms. In case you ever needed to self-tan, this is an affordable way to do it. Like, I would never spend a lot of money on something like that because I'm a woman of color. I don't really need it, but I just like it during those first few weeks of summer when my legs are looking like a ghost. My last favorites, I've talked about this before and I can't believe I still have these. This is Juliet Has a Gun, and it's the Discovery Kit. And I would have thought I'd have emptied it by now, but I still have a little bit going on in here. I've discovered the brand Juliet Has a Gun when I was working at Sephora, and I love the fragrance, not a perfume, and so do a lot of other people. And it is now empty, but I just keep it here. But it is empty. It was the largest one of this sample set, and it is called Not a Perfume. But I have only got a little bit left. I don't know if you can see, but I only got a little bit left in each one of these. These two are empty, and I just grabbed them, whichever one, and I just surprised me. And you have to like scents that are kind of woody. They lean masculine sometimes. Some of them don't, but some of them do. I also like Sunny Side Up. So if I was gonna purchase this, I would purchase Sunny Side Up or Not a Perfume. But there are some others I like I think, there's one that's like, I think I like that one. It's only like $25 if you wanna try this brand. And this lasts forever because I hauled this a year ago. I'm hoping that I'll empty this summer, but I have been grabbing these quite a bit this month. I think the reason I stopped is I just didn't want to empty it. So I just stopped using it at one point, and now I'm back on it. Juliet Has a Gun, the Discovery Kit. You gotta get it. I wanted to come back and give you guys an update on the Thrive Cosmetics mascara. I like it, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna repurchase it, and I'm gonna tell you why. This one flakes on me, and I have never had a mascara to flake. People talk about it all the time, and I'm like, what are they talking about? I don't ever notice any flaking. But this one is a tubing mascara, or it has those same fibers or something that kind of latch on to your lashes. And what I notice is if I have this on for a very long time, it will start to flake, and it will actually like fall off in my eye. I'll get mascara in my eye. And one time I was at my mom's house and I just had to take all of my eye makeup off. I wasn't going anywhere else that night, so I just wiped everything off just to get some relief. And it's happened a few times when I've worn this, that if I've had it on a little bit too long, it'll start doing that. And sometimes it's not even because I've had it on that long, it'll still do it. So once I use this, I don't know that I'll buy it again, especially if I notice that it continues to do that. It may not be a summer type of mascara. Maybe it's something I need to wear in the wintertime. Okay. Now let me unbox a few products with you guys. I know this is a long video. Hang in there with me for these few unboxings. I was sent a product by a company called JJ Professional Glow Advancing Rose Quartz Facial Roller. I thought maybe I received this product because in a recent favorites I talked about another face roller that I really like that is good for kind of helping with wrinkles and lifting your skin. And it comes with this pretty little bag here. I opened it, but I haven't used it yet. And it's got some information here. Gently glide the Glow Advance over clean skin 5 to 10 minutes daily. We suggest you use the roller after cleaning your face and before you apply facial products to help with absorption of the products. This one says AA batteries. It doesn't come with a battery, so I will have to get a battery for this, but it is so beautiful and pink. Ooh, wow, that feels nice on my skin. It is beautiful. So they get an A+ for packaging, and it also comes with this attachment. So this part comes off and it has a smaller piece, and I think this one is for your eyes. And this is for underneath the eye. Isn't that cute? It tells me how to clean it, and it also like has little photographs here and information on where to use it. Forehead, eyes, lips and chin, jawline, neck. Okay, so that's pretty nice. Ooh, for sinus pain and pressure. You can also use it for that. So it says here it improves skin tone, improves skin texture, boosts collagen production, reduces dark circles, I'm gonna need it for that, slims the face, lift and firm sagging skin, increase skin elasticity, and improves skin resilience. So I'll get me a battery for it and I will try this out, and hopefully I'll be coming back to you guys and this might make it into my future favorites. If you're interested in purchasing this, you can save 15%. Just check down in the description box and I'll have that information listed down there. This seems like a very good quality product and I cannot wait to use it because I have enjoyed my other roller. So I'm excited, and this actually might save me a little time with the battery. Thank you to JJ Professional for sending this to me. This one I was really excited about. It's in a box like this. They have a little card here. This is from Fresh. Excuse my dogs who are barking in the background. It says, welcome to Fresh. Enclosed is our Fresh Faves set, including a full fresh ritual of our best sellers in petite sizes. Cleanse with soy, soothe and tone with rose face mask. Oh, I'm excited. Protect with kombucha essence, moisturize with lotus, and replenish with sugar lip treatment advanced therapy. We can't wait to see how you work our faves into your routine. And it's Team Fresh. Ooh, look at this, guys. Oh, that's so cute. This is a brand I like to use. I do use. I hate even untie the bow. I hate to untie the bow here. But I've talked to you guys in the past about their face masks. I've used those a lot. And I actually use some of their lip products a lot too. So let's see what this looks like in here. Ooh, the packaging is so nice. So they contacted me and added me to their PR list. I got so excited. Oh, this is nice. It comes with a nice, cute makeup bag here. I wonder if they're gonna sell it like this in stores. It's 5 minis to go, okay? And they look like this. And there's one of them, I don't know, with the black tea something. The soy cleanser, I have used this in the past. It is really good. I'm excited about another one of these rose face masks. And it is just a really cooling, nice face mask for hydrating the skin. And it is good for people with dry skin, but I still enjoy it. So I love that. And then this is a moisturizer, the Sugar Advanced Therapy. Thank you to Fresh for sending me all of these goodies. I'm so excited about all of these Fresh products, and that packaging was beautiful. And a lot of those I've tried before, so I already know I like them, and I can't wait to try things that I haven't tried. Okay, I was sent this product from Influencer. This is the new Skin Longevity Long Life Herb Serum. And I think it's good anti-aging type of product. Clean without compromising performance. Apply to face and neck after cleansing AM and PM. It's full of strength and resilience, free of visible signs of aging. So basically, this is an anti-aging serum. I'm going to go ahead and try this out because I think I'm supposed to. That's part of the reason they sent it to me. And let's see what the serum looks like. Okay, it looks like that, and it's quite runny here. It feels very, very lightweight. I like that because it said AM and PM. It has a little lemon scent. But because it says AM and PM, I like it when it's lightweight so that it doesn't make my skin oily during the day. So I can't wait to test that out and to give you guys an update and let you know if that's any good, because I'm always about that anti-aging. Gotta take care of the skin. This is how this was sent to me. I'm on the Good Molecules PR list, and they sent me the Good Molecules Discoloration Correcting Serum. And I've actually received this before, which is good because I can keep one here and keep one in my apartment. And I really wish they'd send me another one of that exfoliating, that overnight exfoliating treatment. I'd like to get that again. This targets discoloration and promotes even skin tone. I actually probably need to start using it right now because I had a little bit of a breakout and it's going to leave a dark spot. So it says apply on clean skin, allowed to fully absorb before applying additional serums, face oils, or moisturizers suitable for daily use. And it's a clear serum. So I'll probably start using this a little bit because I'm having a little bit of a breakout right there. And that will help with any discoloration I have on my skin. So I will give this a try as well. So those were all of my products that I received in PR. It was just a few products, but I wanted to just show you guys these products that I got. I always tell you all, I know a lot of people sleep on skincare, but good makeup starts with good skincare. I apologize if today's video is a little bit lengthy. Thank you all so much for hanging in there with me. I hope that you have enjoyed my favorites this month. And as far as my PR unboxings, my future favorites, I will let you know how I feel about these products once I have tried them out. And I thank all of the companies who were generous enough to send those products to me. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you have questions or comments, leave them down below and I will respond. And if you've not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button before you leave. So I'll be seeing you guys again very soon in my next video. So until the next time we meet again, this is Savvy, signing out.